Hello everybody, welcome back to the Paper Umbrella. My name is Jessie, and today I think I have my camera settings fixed where I'm not flipped. That's about all I got for you guys today. I know in my last video it was mirror imaged and I was in a weird angle, and so I'm hoping things look better today. Just playing with settings, trying to get things exactly the way I want them. But today we are going to talk about Walt Disney World character meals. That is something I always get asked whenever I'm planning a vacation for somebody is, I want to do a character meal, which one should I do? And that's such a wide open question. It's like saying, I'm going to Disney World, what ride should I ride? Like, I can't tell you what's going to be your favorite, but I can kind of guide them to what I think is going to work best for them. But I don't think there's a definite answer to any of that. So the first thing I'm going to say is, there's a lot of options. When it comes to character meals, you've got a ton of options. So I'm actually going to break this video up into two parts. So part one is going to be the parks, and part two is going to be the resorts. So you're going to have a couple of options there. If you're going to pay for your park ticket, if you're already in the parks, go to one of the parks. But if you're doing just a resort day, I'm going to give you options for that as well. So if you like the way this sounds, keep watching. In Magic Kingdom, you have two different options: Cinderella's Royal Table and the Crystal Palace. Let's start with the big bad boy. Let's start with Cinderella's Royal Table. That is inside of the castle. It's really cool. And it is considered a signature dining. So it is going to cost you two table credits if you are on the Disney dining plan. So if you're on that quick service plan, this is not going to apply to you. You're going to be paying out of pocket. If you're on the, the midway, just regular Disney dining plan, it's going to take 2 of those table service credits, and you only get 1 a day. So use them wisely. And then the deluxe one, I think you'll be fine. But you probably already know that. But I want to go over each of them. I believe, it's a prefix meal, so you're going to be paying the same price no matter what you order. It's the same for adults, same for kids, everybody. You pay when you get there, and then that's it. Before you get there, actually, you pay before you get there, and that's it. That's what you're doing. So breakfast for adults is going to be $68 and kids are $41. All of these prices I've kind of rounded up. They do include tax. I just want to make sure you guys know that. I just rounded them up, make it easier for you guys to do some budget planning. So breakfast for adults is $68, kids is $41, and the characters you're going to see there are Ariel, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora, whatever, and Snow White. Pretty good mix there. For lunch and dinner, it's the same prices and it's the same characters. So for lunch and dinner, an adult is going to be $82, and for dinner, kids are going to run $48. So it gets a little pricey for that, for sure. And then the characters that are going to be there are Cinderella, Jasmine, and Snow White. So a little bit different. If you're definitely wanting to see Aurora, if you're wanting to see Ariel, because I know some Little Mermaid fanatics are definitely out there, you're going to want to hit breakfast. And also, if you want to save some money, hit your breakfast. So that's Cinderella's Royal Table. It's a really cool experience of getting to eat, in the big castle. It's really cool. There's a lot of little magical moments in there. They make it really fun and special for the kids. But for what it is, food-wise, there's so many better options for those 2 table credits, or those 2 table credits that you're going to spend, or even just that $82 you're going to spend for an adult. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of other options that you can do, and I'm definitely going to tell you about those as well. They do have, starting in August 2019, which this is July 2019 when I'm posting this and when I'm recording this, so next month, they're starting the celebration package at Cinderella's Royal Table. Now that includes dinner, a special wine glass, of course you get to see the princesses, take home little bag of chocolates, and then you get to do the Happily Ever Ever fireworks party. So you get a special viewing for that, and then you also get to do the dessert party after that. So it's a really cool experience. I did not add the tax on these because I just didn't. Sorry. For an adult, it's $199, and for kids, it is $169. So $200, $170 for this, for that package. So it's up to you if you guys are going to do it. It is actually saving you some money if you're going to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table, or if you are going to do the Happily Ever fireworks party. It is saving you money. You do get a couple extra things with it. So you know, that's totally up to you. I don't think it would be something I would do, but you know, to each their own. If you're doing a super special celebration, you know, if you are doing a big birthday or a big anniversary, I think this would be a cool thing to do, but it's not something that I would say, you have to do it every time you go. Like, I just feel like it's a little bit much. But yeah, that is Cinderella's royal table. So the second option you have is the Crystal Palace. Now this is going to be a buffet style. They are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have the same characters the entire time, and it is a buffet. It's a buffet this time. So it's going to be that self-serve. There's two different, you know, big sections. You can go down either one of them. It's going to be the same stuff, and then you get your own food that way. At the Crystal Palace, the breakfast is going to be $32 for adults, and then kids is going to be $19. So not terrible, especially after hearing that $200 and $170 at Cinderella's royal table. But lunch is going to be $45 for adults and $27 for kids, and so is dinner. Dinner is $45 and $27 for kids. The characters that you're going to see are Eeyore, Piglet, Tigger, and Pooh. Just a 100-acre woods game. They do have like a little thing where a friendship festival thing. Most of the character meals have something where they'll lead the characters will lead the kids around the restaurant. There'll be music playing and there'll be dancing and maracas and stuff like that. It's really fun. It's really cute, but most of them do have that. But my suggestion for any buffet that I'm going to tell you guys about, and especially the Crystal Palace one, is do the breakfast, but book it as late as humanly possible. And this is how you get the most for your money. You're making yourself your own brunch. So I think, yeah, the latest you can book for breakfast is 10:45, and I'm saying book for 10:30, 10:45 if you can. Because what happens is you'll go in, you'll get your initial breakfast food, you'll do a run through or two of that on the buffet, and then afterwards they will shut down one line at a time and then start putting out the lunch stuff. So if you get that, you know, super late breakfast reservation, you can make it more of a brunch. And I feel like that is definitely the best bang for your buck, because I mean, like I said, breakfast is $32 for an adult versus $45 for an adult for lunch. So you're definitely saving some money there. You're definitely eating your fill. That's your big meal for the day. You're probably not going to want to eat anything until quite later that night. So you're going to be, I feel like it's at that point in time a little bit more easy on the wallet and easy on the brain to kind of explain that, as if you do that kind of lunch, breakfast into lunch, brunchy kind of time. It's not official, but they do it every time. So yeah, that's Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna say if you go to one in Magic Kingdom, make it Crystal Palace. I just think that's a cooler thing to have happen. I love Cinderella's royal table, but it's just not my favorite princess experience, and I'm definitely gonna hit that one in this next section, and that's when we're gonna go over Epcot. So Epcot has two options as well. They have Garden Grill and they have Akershus Royal Banquet Hall. But I just call it Akershus, and it Gesundheit sometimes. It's really hard. I'm very Southern, as you can hear, and so sometimes things don't come out right. So if I'm saying Akershus wrong, I'm so very sorry. But let's go over Garden Grill first. I want to start there because I love the Garden Grill. That's one of my favorites. So the Garden Grill is in the Land Pavilion. And it's a 1 table credit, and it is a family style. So what that means is you sit at a table, and then they're going to bring you by everything, and it's an all-you-care-to-eat sort of situation. So they'll bring around a big old skillet of eggs and dish out somebody some eggs, and then they'll bring out a bunch of bacon and dish out everybody some bacon. You don't want bacon? Tell them no bacon. Like, it's just one of those things where they'll just come around. There's Mickey waffles. There's all sorts of good, you know, sausage and just the regular basic breakfast favorites. And then lunch, I think they have like chicken dishes, and I'm thinking there's some like pork or steak dishes. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really nice. You are, if you've never seen Garden Grill, it does lightly rotate as it, as you eat. So basically the thought is you start at one side and then you come around and you're right back out the door when you're ready to exit. It is really cool. It does not make you motion sick, I promise. I'm super easy to motion sick, but it is a very gentle rotation. You don't feel it. You don't really see it too much either. You do get to watch some kind of stuff for the Land Pavilion go by, the Living with the Land ride. The cool kind of animatronic areas, you get to see those because you do spin by them, which I think is just really cool and fun. Anyway, sorry. But I just want to go over the prices for this one. So for breakfast, it's going to be a little bit more expensive for an adult, but less for a kid. So it's actually $41 for an adult and $25 for a kid. And then the lunch and dinner are the same price. They're $55 for an adult and $33 for a kid. So they equal out to pretty similar, whichever one you eat, especially if you have kids. The characters that you're going to see here are Mickey, Pluto, Chip, and Dale. I like this one. This is definitely a Paper Umbrella favorite. Is going to be Garden Grill. I just think it's such a cool restaurant. I like the family style food. I feel like that's more hygienic than a buffet for me. Like, I'll do a buffet, don't get me wrong, but if I can choose between the two, I'd rather do a family style. And I mean, you're seeing Mickey, you're seeing Pluto, Chip, and Dale. You know, anything with Mickey, I feel like they're just gonna bump that price up if they can. So I feel like this is a really good way to see it. I feel like it's a good food to see it. I feel like this is just a really cool one to do. Especially if you have, I'm going to say younger children, I feel like this would be a really cool one for them to do. The second one at Epcot is Akershus Royal Banquet Hall, and that is in the Norway Pavilion. It is a one table credit as well for your Disney Dining Plan people. And it is a table service, so for lunch and dinner, and then family style breakfast for family style for breakfast, I should say. So I think the table service part, I think that's a prefix as well, where you just pay one price and then you pick whatever you want from the menu. But yeah, it's the same people the entire time. So you're gonna see Cinderella, you're gonna see Belle, you're gonna see Aurora, you're gonna see Ariel, and Mary Poppins. Okay, sure. That's a weird one. I know one time I went, Mulan was there, and I feel like if you're doing princesses, she makes more sense. Why do they put Mary Poppins there? I don't know. Anyways, but for breakfast, it is $55 for an adult and $33 for a kid. For lunch for an adult, and dinner is gonna, well, no, it's a little bit different. Lunch is $1 more at $66 for an adult, and dinner is only $65. And then for kids, it's going to be $40 for both lunch and dinner. If you're wanting to do the princesses, Akershus is the way to go. You still get to eat in this kind of castle, and there's stone everywhere, and it feels really fancy and fairy tale and cool. But I also feel like this is a better bang for your buck, especially if you're on that Disney Dining Plan. You're not having to spend that extra table service credit there. You can spend it, you know, you have one here versus two at Cinderella's. So I'm going to say, if you're wanting to do princesses, do it at Akershus. It's a fun time. You know, they do have some, they do have some weird stuff on the menu sometimes, and it's fun to try and fun to make your kids try, but I highly suggest Akershus, and pretty much for all of these, I'm going to suggest get breakfast, but especially for Akershus, I'm going to say get that earliest 8 o'clock breakfast you can. I promise. Get that super early one. Eat at Akershus, have fun, and then you will be the first person in line for Frozen Ever After. You know, because you can get in before, at that 8 o'clock, you're getting in before the park before anyone else, and then on top of that, you're also getting that you're getting in a World Showcase really quickly. So I'm gonna say eat at Akershus, be the first person in line for Frozen Ever After, and really just get your day started like that. If you have a kid that's just a princess fan or they're a Frozen fan, that's an amazing way to start the day. And then as soon as you get off Frozen Ever After, the line for Anna and Elsa is going to be small. So Akershus, if you're a princess person, go to Akershus. That's what I got for you. All right, so the next one I'm going to hit up is Hollywood Studios. I have MGM written in my notes because sometimes they still call it MGM, but it's Hollywood Studios. And for that, you have Hollywood and Vine. It is a 1 credit place, and it is a buffet. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is not your typical character meal. It's just not. It's not your typical character meal. This one is for children. It is for those little kids. It is Disney Junior characters. So if you're, wanting to do something and your kid loves Sophia the First or, Roadster Racers or whatever, this is where you want to take them. So it's for breakfast, it's going to be $41. They also have this really cool thing where you can buy basically the priority viewing for Fantasmic at the end of the day. So even if you're eating there, you know, for breakfast, you still can get that priority seating. It's a little bit more, but I highly suggest it on this one. I will totally go over the prices for both of them with you, but I just want you to know. Cool? Cool. Okay. So for breakfast, for an adult, it's $41, and for a kid, it's $25. If you're wanting to do the Fantasmic package with it, it's going to be $49 for an adult and $30 for a child. I think that's awesome, and I think it's worth it, especially if you have a little kid. That gives you plenty of time to go home after you have eaten lunch, and maybe, you know, go back to your room, take a good nap with your child, so that way they can really appreciate those fireworks, and then you have that priority seating so they can really get into the magic with it. I just think that's awesome. For lunch, it's going to be $55 for an adult and $33 for a child, and then with the Fantasmic package, it's going to be $64 for an adult and $34 for a child. So I still think it's worth it a little. It's kind of getting there for that one, but okay. And then for dinner, it's going to be the same, except for a child on that one, it's going to be $38 for the Fantasia package, or Fantasmic. Why do I want to call it Fantasia? Fantasmic package. So it's a little bit different. If you guys are having problems with these numbers, I'm going to do my best to link them down below. It's a pain, I know. But I'm going to write it all down there in the description box for you. And I'm also going to write up a blog post for all this so you guys can just see it all on one page, make it a little bit nicer for you guys. But like I said, this is for the kids. For breakfast and lunch, they have Roadster Goofy, Vampirina, Sophia the First, and the infamous Doc McStuffins. And then for dinner, they have Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy, and Goofy. So you get the whole Fab Five on that one. They do seasonal costumes with this one. This is kind of Minnie's thing where she does them seasonally. So at Christmas time, they're going to be wearing their Christmas outfits. In spring, they're going to be wearing their cute little checkered pastels. So they change per seasons with this one. So this is a really cool place if you are a hunter of, you know, kind of a connoisseur or collector of, you know, character pictures and stuff like that. This is a really cool one because you do get to see them dressed up in all of their finery for this one. So that's the only one that's in Hollywood Studios. So the next one we're going to talk about is Animal Kingdom. We're going to talk about Tusker House. This is a 1 credit and it's a buffet. Oh, I don't know if I said this. Hollywood and Vine is also a buffet. Sorry. But Animal Kingdom, Tusker House, 1 credit, buffet. Cool, cool. For breakfast, it's going to be $40 for adult and $25 for a kid. They also do the same thing, but you can do the kind of, it's not fireworks, it's Rivers of Light. It's their laser light show that they do on the river. They'll do that where you get the kind of fast pass priority seating for that at the end of the night too. For that, it's going to be $45 for an adult and $27 for a kid. Yet again, I think if you do any of these, please do breakfast. For lunch at Animal Kingdom, it's going to be the same price for dinner as well. So an adult is going to be $55 and a kid is going to be $33 with the, I about called it Fantasia again, Rivers of Light package. It's going to be $59 for an adult and $35 for a child. So it's a little bit more expensive. I still totally think it's worth it for both of those. And the people that you're going to see there are Mickey, Daisy, Donald, and Goofy. So no Minnie there. But you do get to see quite a few of the favorite characters there. I'm going to say this is my suggestion for this one. If you're going last minute, if you just, and you haven't had a chance to make those 180-day reservations, try Tusker House. They are usually the easiest to get into. If you are just down there, and you're just kind of, hey, I think we want to do a character meal. I know we didn't get anything ready, but I think we want to. Try Tusker House first. Tusker House is usually the easiest to get a walk up to. Tusker House is usually the least full out of all of them. I think it's awesome. They do kind of spice up their food a little bit to make it more of like a culinary curiosity sort of thing, that kind of foreign food sort of feel to it, especially for picky eaters. It's very bland and Americanized, but it's still kind of different and interesting. If you're wanting the really cool stuff, go to like Boma or Chico's. But here at Tusker House, it's still a buffet. You still have some recognizable favorites, but they will throw some really cool fun things in. So if you're a foodie and you're looking to go to these, I'm going to say Garden Grill, Tusker House are your go-tos, and Princesses or Akershus. That's what I got for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Of course, I will answer them. Part 2 is coming where I go over a lot of the resorts, and I'm really excited about that because there's some awesome options, some really cool options. And my favorite option for older kids and adults is actually on a resort, but it's very out of the way and very something you wouldn't think of. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about Disney World, dining, characters, anything like that, you can always leave me an email at thepaperumbrella.travel@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at www.thepaperumbrella.com. You can also find me on Facebook. A lot of people have found me on Facebook. That's how I do a lot of stuff on my life. And it's going to be facebook.com/thepaperumbrella. So come find me, guys. I'll help you out. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, ring the little bell thing, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, thank you. And that's it for the paper umbrella today. Now get out there and make some waves. Bye, guys.